My high school bully, who made my life miserable for years, asked me out without acknowledging our past, and I said yes. There's no other way to put it. She bullied me in early high school, humiliated me, and thankfully ignored me our senior year. She was the popular cheerleader type, and back then, she verbally harassed me and mocked my appearance whenever she could. As the leader of a clique of popular girls, she orchestrated fake love notes, photoshopped humiliating pictures of me, and plastered them around school. In 10th grade, she catfished me. Catfish wasn't even a term back then. She and her friends lured me and another guy into meeting up after school, making us think a cute new girl liked us. Instead, we were the punchline of their jokes for the rest of the year. By junior and senior year, thankfully, she mostly left me alone. Fast forward to now that I was parking my car about to head into Wendy's for lunch when I heard my name called behind me. I turned to see my former tormentor coming in for a hug. My first instinct was to bolt, given our history, but she was faster. She started chatting like we were best friends, reminiscing about good old days that never existed for me. Our high school experiences were worlds apart. She was the popular girl, and I was a social outcast, not even cool enough for the nerds or hipsters that I grabbed my food. I'd planned to eat there, but seeing her and another woman settling in, I ordered to go, wished her well, and tried to escape, my appetite gone. Before I could leave, she asked for my number, and like an idiot, I gave it to her. The next day, my sister called. I love her, but she had a very different high school experience. She was a year behind us and, I think, idolized by my bully. She said Miss Voldemort had called her, asking all about me, what I do if I'm seeing anyone. I told her about the Wendy's encounter, convinced it was some scheme. My sister called me an idiot, saying we're adults now and I should see what's right in front of me. I retorted that what's in front of me is Lucifer incarnate. Sure enough, that night my phone was flooded with texts from an unknown number, hers. She started with how happy she was to see me and how great I'm doing, then asked why I never asked about her in high school. I nearly flushed my phone down the toilet reading that. She kept texting without me responding. Finally, I replied, "Happy to see you too." A minute later, my phone rang. She took my response as an invitation to call. She asked me out for Tuesday night. That here's my dilemma. Objectively, she's gorgeous, an 8 or 9 out of 10. But when I hear her voice or think of her, I don't see her looks. I see hell on earth, her riding a fiery chariot pulled by black horses spewing smoke. I know I'm being dramatic. I've outgrown my social awkwardness. I'm a cop now, dealing with tough situations daily, and I was in uniform at Wendy's, not usually scared. But she makes me want to crawl under the floor and stay there. Has she changed? Does she not realize what she did? Or does she remember and want to forget? Since agreeing to the date, I've gotten multiple texts from her excited about Friday. My heart races when I see them, not romantically, but with dread. Update. I know it's early for an update, but I wasn't sure anyone would see an edit. After reading responses and private messages, I've decided it wouldn't be fair to either of us to go on a Tuesday night date and blindside her with my past grievances. So, I called her this afternoon and invited her to breakfast after my shift, which she loved. I plan to talk about our history, then, and see what happens with the Tuesday date. I'm bracing to look like the biggest jerk or get burned again. Her cheerful attitude every time we talk makes me feel guilty for holding on to the past. I'll be direct about the catfishing. I know she was behind it, and that hurt the most. I'll let you know what she says. Update 2. Sorry for not sharing how breakfast went. I arrived early to pick a quiet spot where we could talk uninterrupted. She showed up 15 minutes later, right on time, beaming with a huge smile from the moment she walked in. It made me feel like a creep waiting to pounce. But her voice, despite saying nice things, reminded me of high school, strengthening my resolve. She gushed about how excited she was to see me and looked forward to Tuesday. When the server took our order, it gave a natural pause. I waited until the food arrived to avoid interruptions, and then asked why she's interested in me now when she treated me like dirt in high school. I said dirt deliberately, not to make her cry. She didn't, but to be clear. She admitted the catfishing went too far, saying she had no good reason, just that she was immature and spoiled. Then she shared something I didn't know. Apparently, the other guy she catfished didn't take it as well as I did. A month later, he physically attacked her as she walked to her mom's car after cheer practice, leaving her with a broken arm and bruises. I knew she left school briefly, but had no idea why and didn't care at the time. She said she never apologized because she was scared and avoided me for the rest of high school. The other guy transferred schools before the year ended. Her apology felt sincere. As a cop, I deal with liars daily and can spot tells. She's either an Oscar-worthy liar or genuinely sorry. She admitted some things I blamed her for were done by her friends, not her, which made sense for some incidents, but not the catfishing. She never broke eye contact or tried to leave. After a few minutes, I felt my honor was satisfied and changed the topic. What started as breakfast turned into spending the whole afternoon and evening together, walking and talking. She's had a rough time since high school and is more level-headed than I expected. My old image of her was a girl speaking in tongues, reciting from the Book of the Dead. But she's genuinely interested in me. Admitting my uniform at Wendy's caught her eye, but she wants to know the real me. It sounds cheesy now, but it hit me when she said it. It was a great day. I got closure, a sincere apology, and once I stopped seeing her as Satan's daughter, I found someone I could talk to. And yes, she's stunning now. At the end of the night, she was smiling, saying it's been ages since she felt this close to someone. She kissed me goodnight. The Tuesday date is still on. Update 3. Thought I'd give what should be the final update. Last night's date couldn't have gone better. I had a blast. Not like you're thinking. We stayed out way later than planned. Thank God I didn't work today. It wasn't my usual night out, like ending up at a bar with bad music and a stranger. It was surreal spending time with someone I'd wished dead for over a decade. We went dancing. Her idea. I hadn't danced since I was a teen, and it showed. She teased me but laughed with me, not at me, clearly having fun. Then we grabbed dinner, and she insisted on paying since she invited me, a first in my life. I was shocked but appreciated her effort. The more we talked, the more we found in common. When we said goodbye, she gave me the most passionate kiss of my life. I swear it felt like losing my virginity again. I can't even describe it. I've never been kissed like that. We're going out again tonight, my idea. I'm confident now she's changed, and I'm excited to get to know her better. Edit. I won't make a new post for this, but Saturday's date was even better than Tuesday's. I just got home from her place, only because I have an unavoidable extra shift tonight. We planned dinner for Tuesday. Edit 2. I know I said the last edit was final, but some of you asked for updates if anything changed. Tonight, I'm writing to say we're 100% official. We had the talk, and we're off the market. She brought it up, joking that since our first date, she hasn't been interested in anyone else and hasn't dated or done anything with another guy since before then. Ironically, I had a date lined up a week after ours but canceled because I felt guilty. I told her about it and why I canceled. Everything's been amazing. The more I know her, the more I see she's a quirky, tomboyish girl, beautiful, whether you see it as a flaw or not. We've had long, 5 to 6 hour conversations about every part of our lives. I now know more about her high school bullying, the circumstances behind it, and what happened after. Tonight, she said she feels vulnerable because she's falling for me fast. She hasn't said, "I love you," but I sense it's coming. I'm not there yet, but I have strong feelings for her, not hate or fear anymore. The first time we were intimate was weird, not the act, but my headspace. Like a good soldier, I powered through. If I post again, it'll be to say we broke up or are moving in together. I'm thrilled I let go of the past, or I'd have missed the best relationship I've ever had.